Gift. Ooh, I'm telling you, the King of Pentacles comes with gifts. You know, they don't come empty-handed. They come with offerings. Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing reading for you guys, Scorpio rising, Scorpio sun, Venus and moon for the next 2 weeks. So this is kind of like the reading for right when we are going to be entering holidays and New Year's Eve and first few days of New Year. Let's see what's going to come up. Watch this. Once again, if you're Scorpio rising, sun, moon and Venus, for everything, for information about everything, the links are going to be in the description box. I still have availability for 2023 personalized prediction. So it's like I'm available to do this within the next few days, a week or so. There are links to all the private readings in the description box. And if you're a Scorpio, don't forget to check out our webinar that we're going to be doing on January 22nd, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's going to be approximately 4-hour webinar where we're going to go over all the important information that Scorpios need to know for the year 2023, best times to manifest, what to watch out for. Obviously, also, I will be taking into account your personal chart, so it's not going to be, you know, some kind of general information for Scorpio that you can find anywhere. It's going to be tailor-made for your needs, guys. And everyone who is registering before January 1st will also get access to my tarot course for beginners on Vimeo and a small 5 to 10 minutes private reading from me. So super good deal. Make sure you register before January 1st. I hope to see you all guys there. Links to register are going to be down below. And anyway, without any further ado, let's get started. Let's see how we are going to be doing in our holiday season. New Year's Eve, Christmas, all the holidays that you guys celebrating, or just whatever, you know, just this last couple of weeks of 2022 and first week of 2023, depending on when you watch this. It's approximately next 2 weeks. Let's see, guys. Let's start with just general energy and then we'll go into love. Let's see, guys. Don't forget to give a big thumbs up. Oh, we have the Empress here. I love that. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. We have 7 of Pentacles. Very nice. Okay, ooh, and we have the Star and 8 of Swords. All right, so I really love this energy, even though 8 of Swords is here. We also have 5 of Cups reversed at the bottom of the deck. So let's talk about this. I think the way we're ending 2023 here is beautiful. Of course, you know, when we review the year, there's always a moment where you're like, you know, this maybe didn't manifest 100%, or I should have done this better, I should have done that better. I feel like for a lot of you guys, you will become very aware of whatever, you know, your so-called mistakes maybe were, if you will, in 2022, whatever didn't work out, whatever, you know, you're still waiting on, you will see very clearly, I feel like in the next couple of weeks when you watch this, exactly what do you need to do differently in order to get, and I'm not even kidding here, I feel like in order to get everything that you desire, what is it that you need to do, what limitations, you know, in your mind. For me, 8 of Swords is always limitations of the mind. It's always, you know, our own self-imposed limitations. You will see very clearly, the light will shine very brightly on what is it that you need to change. With the 7 of Pentacles, if there's something you're still waiting on, I feel like there is a very high chance it's going to be manifesting in the next even 7 to 8 days from when you watch this video. So again, it's a general reading, so take it as it resonates. You will see very clearly if, let's say, there are some things that you're still waiting on, some things that still, you know, in the process of, you know, in the process of manifesting, if you will, you will see very clearly what is it you need to do. And I also feel like something that you've been waiting on for a while, I'm seeing here big time, like, you know, it could be like even 7 years or something, or 7 months maybe. So if you've been waiting on something big, I don't know, maybe housing application to get approved, or some kind of big journey, some kind of big project. It's not just about your soulmate, something really big. Maybe it's even about pregnancy, starting family, something like very important you've been waiting on. With the Star card, I feel like the wish will be granted. It's gonna be an amazing feeling where you're like, oh my god, finally I'm not like, I think that there was something you've been waiting on, and because it was taking a while to manifest, you might have been feeling like, you know, you have a lot of things, but that one thing is not there, so you don't feel 100% free or something. So maybe it's something like literally you've been waiting on housing, some kind of application or something related to travel or immigration or family stuff. Whatever it is, because this wish is coming true now with the star card, I do feel like you're going to feel so much more free, and it is going to show you that yes, some of these limitations you previously had were all in the mind. So basically, if you've been waiting for some kind of wish to be granted, this is a very good news. And I also feel like with the Empress card, you will really feel like, oh my god, this is the moment of my life. I am so blessed. I am so grateful because I literally have everything I ever wanted. There is going to be a moment like this for you, and for some of you, you know, it depends really how it's unfolding. Sometime like from, you know, don't put limitations on yourself. Sometimes from when you watch this video in the near future, some kind of very big wish is going to be granted. I don't know what it is because it's a general reading. It could be many things, but I feel like it's not just something that's a small kind of thing. It's something big. It's, you know, if let's say you had a lifelong dream of maybe becoming an artist, or maybe finding your soulmate, or buying that dream house, or getting that dream job, or traveling somewhere, some kind of thing that you've been, I feel like, wishing for such a long time, and at some point you were wondering like, will this ever come true? You know, will this ever happen? Is this ever gonna happen? Like, you maybe even felt kind of limited because you were like, I don't even know if it's ever gonna happen. But basically what I'm seeing here very much is that this wish is gonna be granted. And I also feel like for some of you, there is a second chance. Now, this is a message for just some of you. I see for some of you, there is a repetition of a situation in the past. So something maybe like you already launched a project before, but then you quit. Then you felt like circumstances outside of you were stronger than you, so you had to quit. And then it was a very long time for you to come back to giving yourself another chance to again start a project. I don't know, maybe you're making music or YouTube, or I don't know, some kind of own business, whatever, different things. And for a long time, I feel like you were just saying to yourself, listen, I don't know if this is ever going to happen. And now you are getting a second chance. It almost feels like, honestly, for some of you, it feels like a deja vu moment where you feel like time does not exist, and you are like this younger version of yourself, where it's like, wow, you know, literally maybe 10 years passed, maybe 7 years passed, 20 years passed, I don't care, but it almost feels like time never happened. Everything that happened didn't happen. No, it's a very weird message, but I hope it resonates with some of you. Like, time didn't happen. All these different things. It's like, you know, it reminds me of this, like, you know, like biblical stories, right? They always talk about wandering in the desert, right? And then you wonder, like, how could they wander in the desert so much, right? In like Exodus, biblical stories or whatever. If it's like the path takes, I don't know how long it's supposed to take, less than a week, right? To get from point A to point B. Sometimes in life, we have this energy where if we just go straight from point A to point B, it could take literally months, maybe a year at the most for some big goal. I don't know, like maybe it's even days, maybe it's weeks to get to our goal, to manifest something, to achieve something. But we sometimes, what we do is we go back and forth and back and forth. And I feel like you might have had this kind of situation where you knew what you wanted, but you know, like went like this, they're showing me basically. And now you're realizing how, you know, you've been going back and forth with something here, but now you're finally going straight to it. And sure, could it have taken less time? Yes, but you know, this is where you are. But you kind of also, I feel like, they're showing me, oh my god, so many messages. Basically, they're showing me that like it's fine because you're also realizing that time does not exist. So something about time does not exist here. Okay, let's see more. We have here forgiveness. I also feel like forgiving yourself, letting go whatever didn't work out before is a big component for this. It's almost like you're letting go, letting things be. You're also, I feel like, communicate clearly to me here is about you announcing your desires to the world. Now, the way it works, it could be literally you establishing like a new identity. Like you maybe had some kind of attachment to previous identity where in that reality for yourself, things were never working out and you were always getting the short end of the stick. And, you know, now you're learning to basically you know how they say, right? Your energy introduces you before you, something like this. Like your energy introduces yourself before you speak. So basically, I feel like you've done a very big life review right now, where you saw, where maybe you've been so close to certain manifestations or certain dreams, certain desires, but like the very last moment you maybe doubted or whatever, or ran away yourself even from that, and now you are understanding how basically you need to announce it with your presence, with your energy to the world, who you are and what you're gonna get. It's not a question like whether or not you're gonna get it, because it's your decision. Like if you decide right now you're gonna get something, you will get it. So basically very, very empowering. We have here within the next few weeks, and I also feel like something related to this dream, to this desire, is gonna happen at the most within the next few weeks, which is interesting because we are doing this reading right for the next literally few weeks, for the next 2 weeks, but like around that, obviously. It's not mathematically precise. Let's see a little more. One more card, please. And we have here meditation brings answers. So for a lot of you, you're also entering deeper states of meditations where you, I feel like, going to be receiving visions and different guidance also in terms of how to go about something. Now, I don't know what is it you're doing, but there's something about an answer coming either within a dream or some kind of deep meditation. Okay, let's go now a little bit more into love. Let me zoom out. Let's take this card. Pull this card. Says this is beautiful. I really like feel there's a major wish coming true, which is basically gonna be, you know, you're gonna look back, I feel like, at this year 2022 and 2023 and be like, I cannot believe this is when everything shifted for me. Like nothing was ever the same. Okay, let me see what you're dealing with in love. First row is always you, second row is your person. You might, I feel like you might be attracting somebody new, for those of you who are interested in that, but hold on, let me take all the cards. So first row is you. You could have also earth placements in your chart, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but it doesn't have to be. We have, I remember a reading just like this, almost like this. It kind of repeating itself a little bit, not the same, but there is a reading with this deck as well on this channel. I forgot the title, but basically that reading had to do with you having a lot of different options. So you're very desirable right now. I definitely feel like there is more than one person that is interested in you. Now, you don't have to be interested in multiple people. Like it could be that multiple people are interested in you, but you yourself could also have different options, different people you are interested in. So let's see who you are dealing with. Temperance. Ooh, Two of Cups. Somebody is catching feelings for you, or somebody is deeply in love with you, they're telling me. Let me see. Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, there's definitely multiple people. Look at this again. King of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, Judgment. Bottom of the deck, the Chariot. The biggest message that I'm getting away from this is that whatever is going on, at the end of the day, it is going to be your choice what you want to happen. Now, I know there's a lot of people who like to, you know, kind of entertain this idea of like, oh, what if this person does this? What if this person does that? And, you know, I'm going to say this very quickly, but if you watch my channel, obviously I'm not the kind of reader, you know, nothing wrong about other readers, but you know that my readings are a little bit different, I think, from, you know, majority of readings. Not all of them, I guess. I don't know, whatever. That's not the point. The point here is that very often when, let's just say, we click on a video, right, that has specific title, something like, I don't know, third parties, or this person is so heartbroken, blah, 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 over you, they cannot gain their strength back or something. We reaffirm certain idea. It's not necessarily even that those things are true or not true, because again, there is truth, different aspects of it. Things change. One day you could have feelings, next day something could change. One day a person else could be very mean to you, but then they could change too. Things could change in our reality all the time, but it is also what you entertain in your mind and what you keep reaffirming, also by what you give your attention to, that I feel like ultimately matters. So why I'm saying this is because with the Chariot card, I feel like it is time for you to decide and not be in this energy where you're like, oh, will this person change? Will they choose me? Or will that person change? Like, we don't know exactly how things work necessarily 100%. And yes, of course, you cannot guarantee that, oh, things will happen a certain way. But I feel like at least in your own reality, in your own mind, if you adopt the belief system of it's you who is making a choice, and it's you who is going to manifest the circumstances and the reality that you want. At least, you're not just sitting here and waiting on how things will unfold. You're not just, reacting to everything that's happening around you. There is a whole concept of cause and effect. You could either be the cause, the source, of energy, the source that creates things, or you can be the effect, something that simply responds to things around you. It's like main character energy versus supporting character energy, or like, I don't know, main player in a video game versus NPC. So what do you want to be? And I feel like with the Chariot card, for a lot of you, you're done entertaining the idea of like, giving your power away to how somebody will do this or will do that. You're taking everything in your hands. You're taking every single inch, every single spark of light, of power, and you are now deciding what to do. And for a lot of you, I do feel like there's going to be a choice between at least two people. I don't know, could be more, to be honest, because I do feel like there's going to be an energy of making a choice. And again, I say this with the best intentions. Stop entertaining the idea that somebody is choosing you or somebody else or whatever. Stop even thinking that it is possible that somebody is making a choice of you or not you. Like, don't even think about this. There's nobody out there making a choice. You are. Okay? And like, repeat this in your mind until it sinks in. It's you who's making the choice. It's not anyone else. And I don't care what happened in the past. If you right now decide that it's you who is choosing your reality, it's you who's making the choice, this person versus that, or that situation versus that, versus you sitting and be like, oh, who will choose me? Everything will shift. I feel like it's time. So now when it comes to you, it's interesting because 3 kings are showing up, and even underneath this Chariot, there's King of Cups too. Focus. So we have all 3 kings and even the 4th king showing up here. What I feel like at the end of the day is that it's something that you have to think about in terms of not just your current feelings or current circumstances, but in terms of your bigger picture, even, I'm gonna say big words, something like your life purpose. Who do you feel like you're aligned more when it comes to your life purpose? What feels like, if we stop putting people on pedestal, or if we stop putting even our own feelings on pedestal, if we forget all that, and if we for a moment just think about, I am here, I am this presence in this world today. What is this, my highest soul potential? Like, take off everybody from this pedestal. Don't care your soulmate, whoever, nobody's on a pedestal. But think of, like, now that no one is on a pedestal, think of for a moment of your life, like what you want to be in this physical reality. We're infinite beings, but physical reality here, it's like this, kind of trip, right? That we come in and we get to experience certain things. So think what aligns best with your own highest destiny. What do you want to experience? Don't even think, I would say, for a moment, like, at least, who is better, who is worse, whatever, who you like more, who likes you more. Forget all these things, because all of these things could change. Most of the time they could change. It's true. And think of yourself, like, what do you feel gives you most passion, most drive, feeling of being alive? And I guess after that, think of also which, path to align yourself with. Because what I'm seeing here, there's a King of Pentacles. There is somebody who could be very financially stable, materially stable, who you could have a very good future with. Like with the 7 of Wands, they, especially like if they know you have somebody else, or if there are other people interested in you, they really want to hold on to you because they do see like a family, happy future with you. There's also somebody else, King of Swords. It could be a person, I'm getting more of like energy vibes from the past, where with the 5 of Cups, they're very sad about how things turned out between the two of you before. And I don't even know, honestly, if they're making like movement towards you, but I feel like if you open your energy to them, they will come. So in your first row, like your energy is not even like showing up so much. It is these different people. So maybe there's 2 specific people that are on your mind the most right now. Now in the like in the second row, where we are looking at the energy you're connecting with, there's something here that's very faded, like something that feels very aligned at the moment, Temperance to the Two of Cups. And it could be connected with work because Eight of Pentacles is here. It could be with somebody who is very King of Wands archetype, fiery, passionate. Six of Wands could be very good at the things that they do. A lot of people look up to them. Could be in the military maybe, or could be some kind of person. There's a lot of honor around them. So I don't know, whatever they do, there's a lot of people who look up to them in some way. It could be creative, could be art. It's different things. Artist, somebody who is in, what else? Maybe even medical field. I see that they are so good, like they perform different things and people applaud to them basically. But again, here is the energy where you have to kind of think what is it that you want. So for some of you, maybe you are dating different people, or there's just different people in your life right now showing up very actively. So let me see, let me try to ask specifically right now, what is the most dominant energy for Scorpios that's coming up? Because they're showing to me that you have options. And even if, let's say, you're like, oh no, there's just only this one person, or there's no one, I feel like the moment you decide that you're open to other possibilities, it's gonna come very fast. Let me see, what is the most dominant energy we're connecting with right now? Use these cards. We have here, I don't know, give this video a big like if you constantly watch this channel, and if you see in every single video this card coming up the very first, the moment we take this oracle. Once again, this card came up. I don't know if anyone is counting how many times it came up, let me know, but with very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Once again, we have the same message. So, like I said before, very soon things could really unfold. Very soon there could be very shifts, but again, you need to decide what is it you want. If you want to manifest someone new, you can. If you don't want the person you thought you wanted before anymore, you know, that happens too. We have here let go of control issues and worth waiting for. So what I'm seeing from this card also, the more you let go of control, the more you stop trying to be like, oh, I need this by Christmas or I need this by this date or that date. Things are turning around to the better. I feel like some of you had some kind of expectation. Maybe there was specific date or specific thing you wanted to accomplish by a specific time. You letting go of how and when is, is what you need to basically right now connect with, like kind of caring a little bit less, if you will. There's a whole concept about how when we take off our desires off pedestal, they are manifesting much faster. Because I'll share something even personal, like there was certain things in my life that took me seconds to manifest, and they were like pretty challenging things for most people. That's not some kind of like easy stuff. It's like for a lot of people, they dream about these things for a long time, but for me it would be so easy to get it. But then other things in my life were like taking a long time, and I was wondering, what am I doing wrong? Until a beautiful moment when I learned that sometimes when we really put some kind of desire in a pedestal, like I hear a lot from my clients when they're like, oh, I'm so successful in everything, but I've been waiting for love for so long, and all I really want is love. It could be because you put this desire so much on a pedestal, where there is even a concept I was learning about this in manifestation community. It's called something like excess potential. And sorry, 1 second. When you basically care so much that it actually starts, I don't know, almost like backfiring a little bit. So, or even think about it in terms of like why sometimes when we don't care so much about people but kind of like them, relationship manifests so quickly. But the moment we go so like deep and obsessive, some kind of weird stuff starts happening. So it could be about that. So I feel like things here are working out very soon. Just don't make it difficult for yourself by putting controls and blocks and house and all of that. That's just the message that I'm getting here, okay? All right, let's keep going. I just want to see what is the most dominant energy, the one you want to know the most about. Because we clearly see here you guys have options. And if you're going to tell me, oh no, we don't have options, well, you will if you want to. So basically that's where we are. Let's shuffle this, guys. I had this deck since 2018. It's crazy. More than 4 years. Insane. Let's see. What is the most dominant energy you're connecting with right now? Let's look at all your soulmate. Person you want to know the most about. Nine of Cups. So the wish is going to be fulfilled. I'm seeing that when it comes to specific, maybe one person that is the most interesting to you at the moment, whoever they are, there is a wish fulfillment coming with the Nine of Cups, definitely. Well, of your Temperance. And again, it might have been something you've been maybe with Temperance manifesting or waiting for some kind of seed you planted to bring fruit, to bring result. With Temperance card. Temperance talks about patience, but really it's not even so much patience as it is about allowing things to unfold, because it's, you know, like, let's just say, even the time from the new moon to the full moon, right? You cannot force the moon to become full the next day after the new moon, you know, but if you, let's say, don't focus on waiting for it to be full moon, it's going to be full before you know it. That's kind of makes sense. Let's see, King of Wands. There is some kind of fire sign or a person who has this very like fiery archetype that I feel like you've been manifesting. Oh yeah, Four of Wands. Very, very happy outcome with somebody you actually really desire. Oh, Ace of Wands, new beginning. So what I'm seeing here from all these cards is that there is a big wish fulfillment, especially when it comes to fire sign. Some person here who is, you just feel like there's a new beginning, passion is reignited, like maybe they were kind of cold towards you or too busy or whatever, and now they are just like, I want you, I'm here for you, what you want. But see, the thing is, like with the Four of Cups, you could be doubting this now. Now again, I'm not here to tell you what to do or what not to do. I'm just feeling like, oh wow, it's very beautiful cards coming up. Yeah, it's okay. Hermit at the bottom. So there might have been some kind of moment of separation with this person, or there might have been just you needing to take things slower, something like this. But what I'm seeing here is basically there is somebody who is very sure right now that they want to be with you. Very sure. Like literally what I'm seeing is that this person has never been this sure about anything in their life. Like they made a choice, they made a decision. It's something probably you've been manifesting. But what I'm seeing on your end is it's weird now, because with the Four of Cups, like it's, you know how sometimes you get what you always wanted, but then you're like, do I want it anymore? And it's annoying a little bit. Sometimes it could be. And it sort of like reminds us how we should never take this life way too seriously, you know, because so many things we cry about, later on we remember them and we're like, why was I so obsessed with it? Why was I crying about it so much? Or why did I want it even so much? Four of Cups, there's something here you need to reconsider. And with the High Priestess, I recommend you taking the time you need to get the answers, because I feel like here in this specific High Priestess, the book is clear. If you see here, the pages like a clear. So it's up to you. It's nobody here. Again, nobody here decides what's going to happen. Not even this person, I feel like, honestly. No tarot reader, not even me, not even the astrologer. And even the concept of higher power, it's your own higher self, which, you know, also is compassionate enough to give you different options of how things could be. So stop allowing this limiting beliefs of that's fate or that's not fate, whatever, dictate where you're going here, because there is infinite possibilities here. If you can see, right, she's in meditative pose. There is this universe here, there is a key, and there is a book with no, usually it's like a Torah scroll, but here the book is just basically with blank pages. So basically what this reads to me like is that you get to decide, you get to write your own story here. Now, Two of Cups to the Ten of Cups to the Ten of Swords. Basically what I'm seeing here is that you can be happy. I feel like you can be happy with this person. Ten of Swords could be representative of almost like maybe your old self, kind of, I don't know, old self dying in a metaphorical sense, sort of like ego death, I guess. Maybe this person experienced ego death. Maybe you have. I also feel like if you're rejecting this person, they are not taking this very lightly. And I'm getting that another message that I'm getting is that whatever happens, you're going to be in a happier relationship, which gives you exactly what you want. I'm seeing family here, even children, wedding, engagement. Your sign that also I feel like your manifestation here is coming could be you seeing a lot of people around you getting engaged, even those people who you will, you know, like how we all have these friends who are like they never just like, at least like, you know, for a long time they've been either single or in shitty relationships, and then you see even those people getting engaged, getting in happy relationships. That's one of the signs I feel like that you'll see. Also, I'm seeing here that maybe in the process of letting go of this person or manifesting this person or manifesting specific, I don't know, outcome with this person, you really had to let go of your old self, and this new self basically that you have now is not as attached to them anymore. And maybe because you yourself also don't know so much about the secure attachment, or you're just not used to feel so confident, a part of you is wondering whether you love them anymore. So for some of you, you actually still love them, I feel like, and you're going to be with them, but it's more like because you don't have that neediness or anxiousness or fear of losing them anymore. There's a part of you, could be, again, it's one of the options, there's a part of you that's wondering whether you even love them anymore. But I feel like if it's love, it's still there, it's just more secure. For others of you, I'm also seeing that there could be somebody new also who you're falling in love with. And it's again, don't forget, choices and options were in the beginning of your reading. So let's keep going with this. We'll take this to the extended. We're going to see how this unfolds further. What is also this Ten of Swords about? Because I do feel like somebody here went through ego death. It's almost like the way they used to be before, it could be you or your person, is not the same anymore. Could be even both. And we do have here a beautiful relationship manifesting, but it's up to you also which story you want to write. Now, you're wondering, it could also be with the Four of Cups, to take this one, the manifestation that you maybe already manifested, a person who now wants to be in a commitment with you, wants to be with you. But there is also, you know, three other options, which we saw earlier, right? You got three kings pop up in your reading. And there is one that seems particularly interesting to you. You see how all of these cups are with love. This one cup, we don't know what's there. So all these cups have this water sparks, but this one cup, we don't know what's there. And I feel like there is a part of you that's more interested in this cup other than anything else. So we'll see if it's a different person. What is it? Anyway, link to the extent is going to be down below. Don't forget, guys, we have our webinar on January 22nd. If you register before January 1st, you get my tarot class for free. You get free 5 to 10 minutes personal reading with me. Super nice. It's going to be super fun. Link to register in the description box. Don't forget to give a big like. Link to the extended description box, and we'll talk soon. Bye.